Alright, hey all, test, test, test. Sweet. Looks like we're good. Throwing out stream announcements, and we're on our way. Okay. We're up against Board Piano, who is very good. But they are right after us, so for once we might actually have the right seat. This player has played very little and is rated decently, and their account was made literally yesterday. And they beat an expert player. Well, this is really annoying. I do really hate facing Smurf accounts when they're very early in their life. Like, I'm guessing that this is actually an expert rated player who is smurfing, and so, like, they're not actually a 265, which is annoying, but whatever. And then this player has played a lot and is also quite strong. So this looks like a pretty strong table. Also, they're all South Korea at this hour of the day. Interesting. Well, anyhow, card-wise, I like Food Basket a lot, but Field Fences probably has to be the pick. As for the Ox, I'm not a big fan of any of these, but of all of them, I am a bit of a district manager believer. So I'm gonna try to be a district manager truther here. Agricola engine users, yeah, I don't think they're right. Ooh, I get it past a cesspit. Wait, what? I mean, cesspit with field fences is really nice. Some great synergy. I already want fences, then I get this. What would I do? Yeah, I don't know if that's the best life choice, but the Ox are bad, by the way. Like, the Ox are just bad this game. I'm not impressed. The miners here are good. Cesspit's quite good, Wooden Way Bucket's quite good, Hauberg's quite good, Value Assets is good, Throwing Axe is reasonable, but this has just gotta be Cesspit. Cesspit's wildly good. Aqua is, yeah, I don't care about a lot. Clay Puncher, I guess, is okay. You get a bit of clay. They're just in my opponent's faction. They could be. They certainly could be. We'll find out. I mean, I know Lumen likes Stock Protector, but I think Lumen's wrong to like Stock Protector as much as he does. I think Stock Protector's iffy. Also, Stock Protector makes no sense with field fences. Um, so yeah, also that's just an issue here. Uh, yeah, I guess I take Clay Puncher. Clay Puncher is somewhat playable. I'm getting extra clay from Cesspit, so it might just be too much clay, but maybe. Oh, that would be a little frightening. That would definitely be a little frightening. I was about to say, what would compel somebody to pass Cesspit, by the way, though? Cesspit is like by far one of the best miners in this set. What would you draft over Cesspit? A half-timbered house if you had opened like a mason? You draft a swing plow? You draft teacher's desk. You would draft teacher's desk over Cesspit. Carrot Museum with veg support. Yeah, I mean like Carrot Museum childless. Day labor combos, you draft Loam Pit with a tiller or something. Yeah. We have to assume something like that, though. Like, we have to assume that our opponent has some of that list that we just said, all of which is very strong. So that's definitely a little concerning. We get an Animal Teacher. Animal Teacher is a pretty damn good card. Uh, Animal Teacher also works nicely with the Clay Puncher. I have good reason to keep taking that. It also really loves a Hearth, and I already really want a Hearth. I like this quite a bit. Wood Expert can be reasonable, but I've not actually seen a ton of cards that really want me to play Wood Expert. Stable Cleaner also reasonable, but yeah, this Animal Teacher has just got to be the play. This is quite solid. Lucky for us, the Loam Pit was Asprey. Could be, we'll see. Luxurious Hostel doesn't make any sense with this game plan. I definitely don't want to be playing a Herring Pot. Beer Keg is pretty iffy. So I'm taking New Market. Newmarket's okay-ish, although given that I have an animal teacher, I don't know that I'll be taking animals off the animal space, so then Newmarket is just a point. But given that I have trickles of clay, Newmarket is far more playable than normal. The biggest issue with Newmarket is the stupid clay cost on it, along with the wood, but in my position, this is pretty playable, so at least it's a point and it might be like 2 food. One when I take a veg, if I take a stone pile, like exactly. There are far worse things than this. Game trade also doesn't look very good here, by the way. I already have tons of pigs and extra animals from Teach. I don't really need game trade. Heart of Stone's garbage. Like, I'm very sad about whatever I'm getting back out of this miner pack, by the way. Also, we are getting past Water Worker, so it is useful to note that Water Worker gets passed to us here. Just in terms of our theories about why a cesspit got passed to us. Wow, a tutor's being offered to us? We could go real crazy on the Ock combos here. Excursion to the Quarry is also getting passed to us. This is a pretty strong card to just get a bunch of stone. I also don't generally mind Supply Boat all that much. I have no crop support in this hand, and I didn't see a lot in the draft, so that would be kind of nice. Chief Forester, mildly interesting here too because I have fields, but once again, where are the initial crops coming from? Classic combo tutor with Trash Ox. I mean, that's the issue here. However, because I have Animal Teacher, every Ock I play becomes a point and an animal. It barely matters at that point what it's doing, as long as it does literally anything. With that said, I also could like just take Organic Farmer and then plan to actually build stables and probably get almost as many points as Tutor, but have way more flexibility about when to play it, if at all. And so that might just be better. The only mild issue with the Organic Farmer is like it does kind of necessitate stables, and it's not 100% there's that much wood in the game that I'm going to want stables. So I don't know. 3-field rotation also mildly interesting here. Also, I can take Supply Boat, and the Herring Pot might come back. Do I ever actually play Herring Pot this game just because I have Supply Boat? That sounds pretty dubious also, given that I have a cesspit for food. You know what? I generally hate the tempo on Tutor. I just never know when to play Tutor. When I already have other Ox I want to play, I think I do just take Organic Farmer. Even if Organic Farmer's only like 2 points, I can play it late in the game, whereas Tutor has to annoyingly get played. And I probably just take Excursion to the Quarry, because Excursion to the Quarry is dumb good. And I don't really need a Supply Boat. I can just manually take a couple crops at some point in the game. Pig Swill doesn't work with what we're doing. So I guess this is New Purchase. I forgot New Purchase in the draft. New Purchase is actually crop support. So this is very welcome. I can turn my food advantage into, at the very least, grain, which seems really good. Honestly, Sheepkeeper is potentially playable with this hand because I could use Animal Teacher to get a bunch of sheep, but I'm not really trying to get a ton of sheep. On the other hand, Resource Recycler might actually work reasonably well here. I should be able to renovate to clay relatively easily. Will other people run out of stone? That's the big question. But buying late game rooms with Resource Recycler is definitely tempting here. I think Resource Recycler is good here. Resource Recycler is a great way to guarantee it. Yeah, I mean, that's the only issue. Like, if I'm not going to pass Excursion to the Quarry around the table, like, maybe this does nothing. But I'm going to take it. I don't love Sheepkeeper. Sheepkeeper is really awkward because you have to get 7 freaking sheep, which is just, like, generally not a thing I care to aim for. Although Riverine Shepherd makes it a bit better. Wait, we got Wooden Way Bucket back? This card's incredible. Wooden Way Bucket is great for us because I took an Organic Farmer and I want stables. This helps me get a couple stables. You hate having to depend on your opponents. Yeah, no, that's fair. Sculpture probably is sometimes playable for me in this game, but I like Wooden Way Bucket as I like Wooden Way Bucket this game. a decent amount. And I guess I take Riverine Shepherd. I doubt I play it, but I am sure as hell not playing Sequestrator, not playing Sugar Baker. I'm probably not playing Riverine Shepherd either. But given that I want to take sheep, there's a fun little combo there. Wow, I get Wood Expert back. I mean, admittedly, this was not a good Wood Expert draft in terms of the minors, but Wood Expert's still pretty good. I dislike playing Cattle Whisperer most of the time. The tempo is just so awkward. I got the crappy things back. Although Luxurious Hostel is possible if Resource Recycler comes through and that I'm allowed to renovate Slate. It's super unlikely, but Heart of Stone is real bad, so we'll take the Luxurious Hostel just because it comes. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this draft. The Ox are definitely a bit weak, but the Ox were always pretty weak for everybody. I have a Cesspit still. Now, one other mild concern is that I could get plow blocked early because it's possible BGA Agricola wants to plow block me. Also, somebody does have a good card. See Forest Trader. I'm not that interested in Ocking here. I realize I'm supposed to Ock in order to get Cesspit down stupidly early, but I don't believe that you need a round 2 Cesspit. Like, I'm just going to take RSF when it's offered to me here because I believe Ocks are going to be relatively open. I don't think there's a huge rush to be playing occupations. Although there's a private teacher, so it's looking increasingly right that Gonzo is correct that all my opponents got to draft Strong Ox, and I'm going to be settling for the trash. Forest Trader into 2 wood is really nice. Yep. I get Plow here with my Cesspit. Plows go up over here due to field fences. Probably just plowing. Yeah, I don't exactly know, but at least you know it's not a ton of Strong Ox, just a small handful. Yeah. I mean, I'm curious what the private teacher is going to play. The tutor. Duh, I did pass tutor, though, to private teacher. Okay. But even then, I agree. It's like, I try to think about what I passed, and it's like, private teachers not play, like, we know it's a first pick private teacher, and I don't believe I passed any grain seeds combos. So, yeah. No early sheep, no early major, that's all fine. I would like Freok here. Yeah, but I'm going to get it. I also get offered RSF again, though. Gosh, I could really test how much people care about Ox, actually, right? Because with tutor private teacher on the table, I probably can go RSF and wheel occupation. Teal takes 2 read, and then it goes, well, it could go Ock. They wheel tutor? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. But yeah, I mean, the Ock quality is just not that great. I'm probably supposed to just Ock and Plow here, honestly. That way in round 3 I can do an action and then SP Cesspit. I probably should just do that. Okay. Am I actually playing Clay Puncher? I'll play Clay Puncher. God, do I actually need the Trickles of Clay, or do I just get a Hearth anyhow? I'm gonna get a Hearth without Clay Puncher. I'm not building Clay Rooms because I have a Resource Recycler. Okay, you know what? I don't need the Clay from Clay Puncher, so then I'm actually just playing Wood Expert as 2 wood. Or I'm playing District Manager. Or I just play Animal Teacher. No, I just play Animal Teacher. There we go. We just get the Animal Teacher going. And then we think about playing other cards. Okay. I plan to just plow on the wheel. Two Reed comes back to BGA Agricola. Wow, Waterworker's getting played. I was about to say, one of the main benefits of Forest Trader is that you can buy Reed, which is what BGA Agricola has done. They're upping start player. Very intriguing. I mean, they don't need to Reed. Oh, wow, they're taking Basket with Forest Trader. That's actually pretty cute. Okay, so they're going to leave big wood piles behind. That's going to make it a little harder for me to ever district manager, so I mean, that's fine. I'm offered 2 read here, but I don't need it. There's so much read in this game. This player in front of me is never taking RSF. I can get RSF very freely this game. wood is actually going to be a little harder for me to get. Although I get to SP into the wood pile they're leaving behind. BGA Agricola is going to take wood and leave it behind, and then probably takes 4 wood, but is going to leave a 4 wood action. So I can take like RSF into cesspit into 4 wood. But yeah, I don't really know about this water worker play. It feels very unnecessary. But Clay Kneader, we played Clay Kneader because we are getting trickles of clay. So when I said there was no, combo, I lied. I was obviously wrong. Clearly a combo. Look at this. Look at the power. An extra clay every time you walk. I mean, legitimately, this is actually fairly reasonable because now they can build a clay oven. Although I don't remember if there were bake help in the draft either, but I do like the fact that all my opponents are showing other food sources. It's not clear that anybody else really cares about the hearth. Purple probably goes fireplace someday, but you didn't see any bake help? Yeah, I agree. I plan to take RSF and then SP, and then I'll SP into like 4 wood or 6 wood if I get stupidly lucky, but I don't anticipate that. I might struggle slightly to get my... Well, I might just have to play the wood expert at some point, but we'll see. Hard for you to get work done? Yeah. Sorry, friend. Oh, he had no food to start with, so he couldn't use Forest Trader. That's also interesting. All right, I'm gonna take RSF. I also could take 3 read here, but I don't really know what I'm doing with 3 read. I don't anticipate building multiple wood rooms. I don't have the resources. Wow. Okay, I'm not getting to play cesspit because we have first action bookshelf. Okay, bookshelf's very good, but I'm annoyed that board panel's doing the same thing I'm doing, seeing that there's going to be 4 wood left behind. Bookshelf is also dumb good. We got private teacher, bookshelf, tutor. That's unfortunate. The water worker takes fishing, of all things. Does get another read, but this opening is wild. Okay, so I'm also not getting cesspit down for a little bit longer. Sorry, y'all. But I guess that's part of why board panel SP and board panel can tell it was a cesspit and there's no major minor. So I guess I'm just taking 3 wood. That's a fine enough action. Forest Trader keeps adding read to the game. There's so much read in this game. I also could just take 3 read and go for BMW. But, like, I don't really want to lean toward BMW. I also should take a good wood action, but slightly weird start. How is there 3 read in all this clay? Well, there's a bunch of clay because of Clay Kneader. Also, it's not clear anybody's going to use clay this game. What does anybody need clay for? This person's going to feed off basket early. This person is feeding off bookshelf, tutor, private teacher, coupled with whatever else. Wow, Pavior comes down, but we don't get a stone yet. Anyhow, like, yeah, there's a ton of clay, but nobody needs it. Like, there's tons of other stuff, but nobody needs it. Like, it's definitely weird. This probably goes 3 wood and then build. Oh no, it goes RSF just to get our Pavior rolling. Okay. Although they're rethinking it. I think they probably should take 3 wood, yeah. I think they get RSF back a lot of the time, so. This private teacher is going to struggle because nobody else wants to Ock. Red is not building. That is fascinating. Wow, they play a Cottager. I really disagree with playing Cottager. Just effing build. Why are we playing Cottager to build? How's the table strength? They're good. BGA Agricola is nearly 500. Purple is a alt account. It's hard to know how good they are. They've played 9 games in the last day. So, like, they're smurfing. Alright, BGA Agricola does correctly just build. I think it's pretty wild to do anything else. My round could just be take 3 wood and then SP the cesspit. Also, I mean, there is 6 clay. Like, I could take 6 clay into hearth. But, like, I think I'm supposed to take the 3 wood while I can. I think I'm supposed to at least get in the room parts competition. This is clay oven. That's fine. I would like to go cesspit, and then I either build or take 8 clay. Or I just take 6 clay. I don't know. I definitely want Hearth, obviously, someday. So maybe I should take a clay pile. There's the RSF, as expected. Guy Agricola might take 6 clay here, actually. Some people just get in their head. Yeah, people take Cottager way too highly. I'll tell you that. I don't agree with that. You need Cottager for anything. I did not see Cottager in the draft, so who knows where it went. But I also didn't see Pavior in the draft. I didn't see Private Teacher. I didn't see Forest Trader. So we saw some of what our opponents already do. Still buying Reed, by the way. Buying a lot of Reed this game. Definitely play the Cesspit now. A little bit late on the Cesspit, but not too bad. Nobody's gone Fireplace yet, or Hearth. It is tempting to go 5 clay to open this round. Well, no, I should build and then hope to get 5 clay back so I can make a Hearth, but we'll get to a Hearth eventually. It's fine. But I assume I'm building here. Not building here seems dubious. I expect red to park for start also, which is part of why I want to build, because I'm expecting red to just park for us. And alternatively, I don't build. Well, if I don't build, I don't know how it works, but I think this is just the right action. I don't think there's that much pressure on Hearth or food this game. There's a lot of alternative food being added in, so I think it's fine to just do this. Takes wood, which was expected. I don't know what purple's going to do here. That's the unexpected one. Just going to go Fireplace. Okay, that's fine. I do not care about the sheep, actually. You like my draft, to be honest. I think it's a really clear, flexible game plan. You don't know if it's winning, but it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I like what I have. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to throw away the sheep that I got off Animal Teacher, because I'm going to get a boar next round, which I'd rather have. But I do get to take 5 clay here, and I will get a Hearth. Red is parking for growth. I would love it to be late growth now, I think. Cesspit and already having advantages on farming via Animal Teacher, Cesspit, good feeding. Like, late growth looks great for me. Throwing away the sheep here definitely is a little sad, but it's fine. My food does get a little tight now that the 5 food bottom feeding went, but yeah, board panel's having a rough game because you can't private teacher when nobody wants to Auk. Oh, hilarious. Riparian Builder gets played. Okay, I mean, you can build off that, but who's actually taking the Reed pile? I guess I still could take 3 Reed next round and build a BMW. Maybe is what I do. We'll see. Like, again, there's so much Reed in this game. Like, we have a water worker, we have a forest trader that's been buying Reed like crazy. And they're taking RSF almost certainly to go for BMW. Who's taking the Reed pile? Oh, me. I'm probably not, to be clear. Like, part of the problem is we have late major, so if I take the Reed pile, I'm putting pressure on getting BMW, and I really just want a Hearth. But yeah, the BMW looks pretty good. But I don't need the BMW for feeding, right? So, like, I don't know. It's still tricky. Also, it is late growth, which again I think is actually just great for me. I think I have big advantages in late growth with field fences, with just strong farming options. Like, I'm very happy about this turn of events. I do really want a Hearth, so I might just build Hearth right now. It'll force purple to take the sheep pile. Gosh, it's possible I should take 4 wood. It's hard to get wood actions in this game, though, too. The main concern is if red actually wants a Hearth, which seems unlikely. Dubious plan, BMW helps Riverine. Yeah, there's not enough actions for me to ever play Riverine. Also, my god, Reaphook super strong, by the way, as we all know, but nice draft. I'm going to take 4 wood. I don't know what I get offered 4 wood again this game, the more I think about it. I mean, maybe I get offered more 4 woods, because maybe basket keeps happening. Red definitely could build Hearth here, but it doesn't make the most sense to me. I'm assuming I'm getting Hearth second action. Any chance Reaphook was picked over Cesspit? Ooh, that's a good point. It could be Reaphook over Cesspit, actually. I think Cesspit's probably slightly better than Reaphook, but they're very close. It's very possible, actually. It's not clear to me either of those is, like, so obviously better than the other. All right, do we get Hearth? I think red wants RSF for a BMW, but I do not know. Oh, they just want more clay? That's super confusing. Okay, I would not have put money on more clay. You think cesspit's way better? I don't know if I'd go way better, but... Alright, we get our Hearth. Also, note that we're getting an extra clay next round. I'm very close to taking RSF and renovating to a well, because I have one more clay coming in for Reno. So I really like RSF and Reno as some actions to go for. Renovating into a well looks really cool. I don't know what I'm starting and growing with, admittedly, because food's a little bit of a problem, but you just think clay and pigs is much better than 3 grain. Repook's so cheap. Cesspit, you still are taking a negative point. You still have to play it early. Like, we'll see. What could happen, by the way? The sheep got taken, right? Yeah, okay, sheep got taken. That was expected. Teal plowed. That makes enough sense. All right. We're playing a pretty early credit, but I guess we need to in order to feed for sure. Fine. I have to start player. Constable repook past cesspit. Yeah, that could be too if it's a constable game. I think I'm just playing new purchase here. I'm fed off of my pig, so I don't want to play wooden way bucket yet because food-wise, it's not going to work out. Right now, I don't have to take a food action, and I can take RSF. It comes back, which is what I would like to do. Board piano takes 3 stone, which looks like board piano could beat me to the well if they want it, which they might. Although they might want stone oven. Assuming they ever get to Ock again. I don't get RSF. Purple's going to win the race to BMW. Okay, I'm just going to get 3 wood. I'm content with that. I want more wood. I want more wood. I'm content just taking 3 wood. Wood looks rather tight to me this game. Nobody's played wood injectors, and everybody's building a wood room. And I would like tempo on fences. So I think I just settle for 3 wood here. I might not get the well. I don't know what this stone will be for sure then, but not a concern. I guess it could be pottery. I could build pottery right now. There is clay injection. And that would make my food a little better. Wait a sec. Is this build pottery? It does take away my Reno chances, but if I'm not expecting to get the well... Huh, actually pottery is pretty interesting. Because there's a clay puncher in the game, and because I still might... or not... There's not a clay puncher played, sorry. There's a clay kneader, though, adding clay to the game. I might yet play clay puncher adding clay to the game. And it's not clear how much clay other people need. Don't we 100% have to start? I already started. I've already started. I have a free action. I was about to take 3 wood, but I'm thinking maybe pottery instead of 3 wood. It means that I'm giving up on well. It means I'm also guaranteeing that I have to take another clay action later. But it does mean that the trickles of clay I added via cesspit are also better. I think I'm going to snag pottery, but I am worried about my wood tempo. I'm not going to lie. I don't love the wood tempo implications of this, but I like the fact that I'm using my stone that I've got. And I really do like the extra food tempo here. You're behind in action? Gotcha. Yeah, I already started, sorry. I obviously had to start. I am a little worried about the food or the wood situation. The wood situation here, a little sketchville. The person in front of me is going to take a lot of wood. The timing of this, everyone's going to have to start player. And I guess I get 3 wood after growing. I'm going to be able to grow into 3 wood. Predictably, in a late growth game here, the board is getting absolutely jacked. By the way. Also, there's an intense fight for BMW. I forgot. With late major, there's so much pressure right now on trying to fight for that damn BMW, which totally makes sense, but hilarious. Like, purple has to actually BMW first action next round. Food's a concern for nobody. I agree that the food tempo probably does not buy us wood. You think you'd have gone 3 wood. I think that part's reasonable. I don't think the pottery does. I don't think the food tempo actually does that much for us here. I agree there's a lot of food in the game. I think pottery is legitimately a lot of points for us, but it's possible we're going to regret some of those points by not having as much wood as we'd like to fence as quickly as we'd like. Field fences is also going to be great if wood ends up being tight. Yes, that's true. I think pottery is strictly a points play, but it's also a debt to a clay grab. See, I don't mind the clay grab debt though. I think I'm gonna have enough actions and enough freedom in those actions going forward here pretty quickly that taking clay piles is gonna be okay, especially because my opponents mostly aren't gonna care about clay piles. I mean, I guess both teal and purple need to take clay in order to reno, but like red is good for clay for the whole freaking game, and they grew first. So I'm thinking I might like get a pretty decent clay pile next round, maybe. It's hard to say. I am going to play Wooden Way Bucket. I want the stables, right? Yeah, I want the stables. I could even take 2 sheep here, potentially. Well, no, I'm going to take wood. I'm definitely taking wood. But I have Puncher and Wood Expert as weird wood clay actions. Yes. I don't know how many Ox I'm playing, but I totally agree that I do have... Because I'm getting animals with them, right? I very well am playing a handful of these Ox and have trickles of resources coming in, so... BMW is getting slammed. That was expected. This is the right move if you want it. There's a lot of pressure on it. Major's been pressured. Red is going to take 4 wood and basket it, and then probably retake wood next round, which is nice. I'm just going to take 3 wood. I do think 3 wood is just partly this basket player. Like, I think I should take almost every 3 wood action I see. I might be able to take 3 sheep next round with the stable. Obviously, plowing some more would be good for us at some point too, but Hauberg got played, extra wood and extra pigs in the game, so there's so many pigs in the game. Nobody cares. The fact that I have a hearth looks great here. Just nobody, like, purple is so well fed off BMW, they do not care about the animal grabs, actually. So I should really, really try to fence soon, because the animals are so freaking good. Oh, red is going to take a hearth, though. Alright, I lied. Red is hungry enough to want some animals. Red is also going to buy a clay off Forest Trader someday in order to build a clay room. In fact, did they buy a clay this round? I didn't pay attention. What did they buy? They did buy a clay already. So, even better pottery than I thought. You think the food tempo matters some? Pottery literally already buys us a non-food action in this phase if we need to. Yeah, that's true. I could just eat my pig and eat my pottery. You're right. I don't have to take food next round, even if I don't want to. I mean, again, we're gonna see what I get offered. Like, red is also doing a pretty good job of just making a farm here after, you know, being behind the growth queue. Purple doesn't have to start player here. Yeah, actually, purple might wind up. Oh, I could also buy crops. I forgot I could start doing this. I think there's enough food that I'm supposed to buy a grain here. Just because I don't have that many rounds to do this, and I think I'm almost certainly taking pigs or sheep with one of my actions this round. I think I should buy. Purple didn't build, so... Oh, purple didn't build. Oh, purple's gonna double build. Possibly. Wait a sec, did I do this wrong? No, I bought a grain. I can't buy a veg right now, but that's fine. I think buying a grain here is correct. Okay, so board panel gets the... Yeah, board panel takes the wood. You guys are right, sorry. Board panel takes the wood. Oh, board panel can build. Oh, God, board panel can just build. But board panel's just going to snag the well. Wow, board panel thinks well is most important here. That's also fascinating. Okay, so purple builds and red gets the 4 wood? Okay, you did not expect well? Now that I see they can build, board panel should build, surely, right? You're buying yourself growth in 10 still? Just build. I mean, maybe the wood kills you, but... God, maybe the wood kills you, but you have Hauberg wood coming in still? Like, board panel has 4 wood still coming in. I think like, I don't know. The wood maybe's too tight. It's hard though to pass up build grow here. Oh wait, no. Although there is riparian, there is the riparian concern. Although who the hell's taking reed? The riparian builder took the BMW. That's a huge issue. This is not guaranteed grow though. Board piano does have to be concerned somebody takes reed. For the reed, literally. I mean, that's the thing. Nobody wants the reed, so I agree. It seems pretty safe. It should be fine. But purple is going to try. Purple is hoping to God somebody takes the reed. God, I'm almost mildly tempted to, just because I don't want board piano, or I'm not sure I want board piano double growing, but no, I probably do. Okay, I am taking wood. Like, red's going to take 4 wood, but I will take 3 wood. Who are you more scared of, board panel or Smurf? Yeah, no, I don't know. Board panel is gonna have wood issues a little bit. I mean, they're gonna double grow. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. I'm taking 3 wood. I will take 3 wood. This basket forest trader is working surprisingly well because they get to just keep hitting the best wood action though. I am annoyed about that. I like the fact both of these players did not take the 4 wood is a little crazy, but it's fine. Not interested enough in the bucket stable? I am, but I think I should just take 3 wood. I think I'm getting sheep back. I mean, I guess red could take sheep and give me pigs, and if that happens, so be it. But I don't want to keep ignoring 3 wood. And I get the sheep back. Perfect. Cottager is getting played. Oh my god. Red is going to hop in the queue with Cottager from board panel. Oh my god. Okay, so now I almost do want to help purple. Because I don't want red growing again, do I? Dude with no field taking 3 field. God, this is so weird. Also, well, okay, anyhow, I'm going to take the sheep. I need to take a feed in action. Let's just take the sheep and get my stable. Let's not mess around with that action. Are the stables going here? Yeah, I build stables here. I'm gonna plow across the top. I'm probably building big pastures, although that's not very good for organic farmer. Oh, and I still do have resource recycler. Okay, no, actually, huh? Yeah. Hmm. Mildly tricky. Okay, do I take reed to gift grow to purple? Oh yeah, yeah, yes. Also yes, Dr. Ball. We definitely don't like. Yeah, we need to force red to build this room. I also buy myself 4 wood if I do this, because then purple grows, red starts. Yeah, BMW's already gone deranged, so that's the problem. This reed is just for redos. No, BMW's already gone deranged. BMW's already gone. That's why this is so non-thing. Also, pottery's already gone, which is why nobody's taking the clay piles. If I get 4 wood, I basically have all the wood I need to go field fences. You don't think I take the reed? You think I should just plow? Probably should just plow. You think the actual moves are too good? Yeah, that's kind of the issue, right? There's 6 clay, there's plow, there's 2 pigs. I'm just gonna plow. I have a field fence, I should be plowing. I also can keep buying crops, actually. Like, at the end of round 11, I should have enough, like, I might get 3 pigs, I can buy a grain and a veg. Adjusting growth queue of the way. Yes, you're all correct, you're all correct. It's just hilarious. What's the game plan for point ceiling? F point ceiling, it's late growth, make a good farm. Also organic farmer. But, like, we have a pottery, and we're gonna have a best farm. Like, that's how we're gonna win. But point ceiling doesn't matter. Like, that's not what's gonna win this game. Yeah, I don't even know if I care about late clay rooms at this point, but we'll see. Oh, also, do I actually want... do I want 2 sheep somehow? I don't know what I want. The board is crazy. The board's effing crazy. I might want 8 clay. 8 clay is real good with a pottery. But God, 4 wood is so good. I don't know. We're going to see what happens here. The board is redonkulous. Okay, 8 clay to purple. That's fine. Red has to grow. I slam 4 wood then. Slam 4 wood. Purple is choosing to grow never, which is that was their prerogative. I probably don't get 3 pigs back. Actually, wait a sec. How bad do I need 3 pigs? Red is gonna slam the pigs. I said I was gonna slam the wood, but the pigs do buy me. This is sort of like a grain veg action. Point ceiling never matters. Clueless. Point ceiling matters. The pigs look really good. Yeah, I think because new purchase, this is really a grain veg action plus 3 food. Also, I can keep the extra pig and probably breed pigs. Because I'm willing to field fence pretty soon. Possibly SP field fence? Well, teal might feel the need to field. This looks good. Red looks mildly hungry this way. You think you always take a grain veg? Or you're calling it a veg food, but I can't do that. But I can buy grain veg at the start of next round with this. So yeah, I think I agree. Wow, purple takes more clay. That's violence. Thoughts on plowing down in field fence 14? That sounds also really good, doesn't it? I like that. Yeah, no, I like that a lot, Lumen, but we get blocked on plow. Okay. Losing all the clay here is pretty sad. I have no idea what purple's doing, though, besides choosing violence. Yeah, like, I don't know what purple... I guess purple's gonna reno and build clay rooms? Purple stream sniping snat. No, it's fine. I don't know what's happening. It just feels like they're punching me slightly for no good reason. I just take 3 wood here and then SP field fences. Yeah, that's the new plan. 3 wood and SP field fences is the new plan. We'll just fence 15. I have no wood for stables. I can punch back with clay. Oh, yeah, I could eventually play ox. That's an option. Stable cleaner for teal. Okay, that doesn't really bother me. God, I gotta just fence 15 here, right? On SP? Or do I not? I could Ock. Maybe it is Clay Puncher. It could be Clay Puncher for a cow? No, wait. It should be SP Field Fences, because then next round I could take a cow plus a stable, and then I can Ock plus a cow. And I could breed cows and pigs? I don't have that much food, actually. I might not be new purchasing a veg yet. But breeding animals sounds way too strong. And fencing 15 sounds too strong. Oh, purple's clearly way too slow. Purple's just way too slow. They're ludicrously behind. You appreciate my commitment to this fence 15 layout? Yeah, it's fun. I think this is a good layout. It's possible fence 14 here is better if I think I'm actually getting resource recycler rooms, but I don't believe in resource recycler this game. So, stock protector. Is this a new arrangement? It's not particularly new, but I've been committed to it a little more often than doing the X or the... Like, I used to probably do the cross pretty often. I don't know. Whatever, this one's fun. Makes the stable placements look bad? I might never build stables, yeah. I mean, if we want my personal religion, yeah. Buying this veg does feel wrong, right? Yeah, we don't actually have enough food for this. There's not enough food on the board to buy the veg currently. We're gonna breed a bunch of animal types, and then we'll buy the veg. I might not even have enough food for what I'm claiming to do. Maybe I can't breed the pigs. What would I SP for it, by the way, is another fun question. Am I just literally taking cow? Or am I taking 2 sheep without a wood? Yeah, taking 2 sheep without a wood is sad. But it still might be right. Just take sheep, take cow, and ox. Yeah, well, I have animal teacher, though. How much do I care about sheep without a stable? I just plow? Hmm. Maybe this is just plow, cow. Yeah, just plow. Is 4 stone good? Not really. Oh, the well is still available, but I don't know when I'm taking wood ever again, to be honest. Also, the well can get snapped instantly, right? Like, this is board panel just building a well. Or stone oven. Actually, it could be board panel building stone oven. For stone oven. Yeah, okay, look, you guys are right the more I think about it, but, like, I don't know. When am I having time to do this stuff? You're not crazy, I guess. I also have excursion to the quarry, though. Like, it just feels so not important for me to grab stone, but maybe it is? Maybe I need more off-board points, but it feels like I'm spending this round farming and setting up breeding pairs. And maybe I lose to somebody that does too much, but I'm content with this. Here comes the Reno. That was expected. This is fine. Yeah, so they are committed to just building clay rooms. So unfortunately, the pottery is not going to be as good as I wanted, but it's fine. Not new market. Yeah, you're fine. Supply boat gets played, so the supply boat water worker is alive and well. Yeah, I plan to take cow with my next action, and then I will ock and buy a cow. Now when I ock and buy a cow, I am short food, aren't I? Yeah. See, this is the awkward part. New purchase. New purchase lets me buy crops, which I've been doing, but I can't buy a cow. Yeah, the grain buy was probably not right. I might just be eating a raw grain here, which it looks stupid. It looks real dumb to eat a raw grain, but I still think it might be correct. Because then I breed 2 types, which breeding feels real important, and I'll just buy the grain back. I think I threw a grain away, or threw a food away. I probably threw a food away. You're saying I should have gone for stone oven because I could just. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe that's true, but stonks. To be clear, I could only new purchase in like round 13 and 14, which is still going to be very good. Like SP in round 13 and buy some crops at the start of round 14 and instantly plow sow them would be pretty strong. But this is fine. Admitting that buy the grain is wrong is still better than pretending it was right and avoiding the line just because it feels bad. Yeah, exactly. I think it's very likely correct here to just suck it up and play an ock and eat the raw grain and buy the cow and breed 2 types. Also, it looks like I'm going to get to open next round with 3 sheep. So I think I might be playing Wood Expert instead of Clay Puncher. Because playing Wood Expert here allows me to take 3 sheep with a stable. It feels like purple has somewhat lost the plot. Somewhat? Yeah, purple's not building because they're so committed to Riparian Builder. But they built the BMW and didn't realize, like, nobody needs to take effing reed. Like, nobody's going to feed them this action. Okay, the sheep went. So now that the sheep are gone, now I do go back to playing Clay Puncher. What card does purple have? Purple has a Riparian Builder, so when somebody takes the reed, they can build a room. But punching's back on the menu. Yeah, Clay Puncher's happening. Also, teal will be happy because then they can finally ock again. Um, but yeah. Also, why would I take 4 stone when I could take 5 stone? Look at that power, everybody. Did we all consider that? All right, yeah, we have to eat a raw grain. Eating, paying for a grain. So I threw away a food this round is what I did. I threw away one food. That's okay. Okay, if you said that earlier, you'd be in. That's fair. Also, God, there's going to be 6 wood and stuff next round. I don't like the fact that the wood is piling up so much. I really don't like that. I was hoping for more wood tightness for my opponents. But purple, well, there's been more wood late than I wanted. I got defense first, though. I have good animals. Whatever, it's fine. This is one of the most quintessential late growth boards. Well, it's also so weird because people are doing weird shit, but isn't a large quantity of wood good for our stable outlook? Our stables are easy because of wood and way bucket. I don't need wood to build stables. 5 stone is joinery and stone oven. Yeah, I guess that part's true. But yeah, I already have 2 stables, like, and I get another stable for free if I just take cow. Like, cow stables are pretty good action even with the fact that we're already breeding cows. You're fully on board with joinery. I don't know that we get 6 wood. Red might just open 6 wood if plow so flips. Even if growth flips, red might just take 6 wood and give me growth. That'd be ludicrous. They can't afford to do that. We'll see. Clear eyes, full joiner can't lose. We'll see what happens here. I don't know. I like the fact that I'm at 20 points, but I am behind actions on teal and red, I'll grant. Although teal doesn't have that much wood, but red's pretty close to a big fence action. I don't know. We'll find out. Why does it say cook a sheep? Where do I have a sheep? Is this a phantom sheep? Where's the sheep coming from? Alright, that's a weird display bug. You want my round to be 6 wood, 5 stone major? That'd be so hilarious. Yeah. Interesting bug? Yeah. You're going to be disappointed with any other outcome. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what I get offered this round. Growth does flip. Oh my god, red. Please take 6 wood. Please take 6 wood. Gift me growth. I mean, it's ludicrous. It should not happen. Growth is absolutely the thing I want. But red might want 6 wood more than grow. 6 wood's still good for them, but yeah, grow's so good. Alright, I'll take 6 wood. It's fine. What am I doing with 6 wood? I don't know for sure. Maybe I do manually build 2 stables. Maybe it's joinery. Maybe it's... God, what is this? I really don't need anything on this board, though. And I don't want... Yeah, mostly it's clamps. I agree. That's really what it is. I need... Although board piano not taking wood... Wait, what? I thought board piano needed 4 wood more than plow, but I guess plowing is very important. Oh, board piano can also fence. Oh my god, hilarious. Yes, this is great. We're building 15 more fences. Lumen manipulating you. No, the wood is good. The clamps are important. Take him out a teal supply. Yeah, I forgot teal has the stock protector here, so teal's gonna slightly abuse stock protector, putting fence pressure on, which I like. Only took me a couple of years to notice. Yeah, look, Lumen manipulating me has essentially been true for a long time. Lumen trained me, and then I have some of his same instincts. I mean, I certainly do some different stuff too, but... anyhow, what do I want next? I don't know. I don't like that board panel's up to 19 points. I don't like that, but... You all take turns manipulating me? That sounds great. Clearly 5 stone. It probably is 5 stone next if I'm allowed to. And I am allowed to because it is 4 wood. Okay, fine. I guess we are building a joinery. Or the well. Wait a second. No, the well is gone. They went well instead of stone oven. But I can take stone oven? Oh, wow, okay. Well, then, yeah. Alright. Sure. It's happening, Leuven. You're physically incapable of taking a coin town. Excellent. Is purple still waiting on Riparian? Apparently. Purple is apparently totally blind to the fact that none of us are going to take the read. Like, Also, purple can only single build now because they don't have enough read to, like, purple's, yeah, totally lost the thread of what they should be doing and just is dead. So, yeah, that's cool. Also, purple's not SPing. I really hope board piano's not SPing with their last action because it means I'm just getting growth for free. Red can't open grow. But we'll see what happens. No one said they were a strong player, Smurf. Yeah, apparently they're not. I guess. I don't know. This is just crazy, but I think I am going stone oven here and baking a grain, and then buying the grain and veg back, and then planning to try to get plow sow in 14. I don't know if that's a great plan, because I don't have anything to SP with. But I still would just rather sow in round 14, probably. Anybody else building the joinery seems absolutely ludicrous, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Do I get a chance to wood expert before joinery? Possibly. That would also be, yeah, pretty intriguing. I think I am baking this grain. Maybe this is unnecessary. I don't know. I am a little action starved here. You think instead of recapping the draft of bogus cards, you should just look at some of Purple's wins and figure out what the fuck is going on? That's funny, but... Alright, yeah, we're just getting handed grow here, which is great. I like growing. 2 sheep in a stable is also a really nice action. 2 cows in a stable is a nice action. It's not that important. We definitely are new purchasing both things here. It's part of the game plan. Just new purchase max and you're fine. Yeah. How are we getting grain? New purchase. We buy a grain and buy a veg right now. Boom. New purchase. It's incredible. New purchase is so good this game. New purchase is part of how my score is much better than I'm giving it credit for. I can't buy 2 grain, to be clear, Dr. Ball. You can only buy 1 of each. New purchase does have a limitation. Oh, wow, they have to fence first action. I love it. Stock protector, putting the pressure on the game. Yeah, I can't actually defend the 2 cows here. Not when grow is available, right? Grow 3 points in an action. The action's very valuable. I have to grow. I have to grow. Board piano has to plow sow, yeah. 2 cows is just 1 VP. It comes with a stable. So 2 cows is more like a ton of food, which is useful, plus a stable point. Plus that stable point might be actually an extra point with Organic Farmer if we have time for Organic Farmer. But yeah, you're missing some cards, Deranged. Basically, again, the key cards we're exploiting here is, yeah, Wooded Way Bucket gives us a free stable. But 2 sheep also comes with a stable. Now that stable costs a wood, but I'm in. Give it to me. I would like breeding sheep and another stable. Whee! All right. Last action wood expert. Last action joinery. Wrong pasture. I thought it was the right pasture. How am I ever going to max? How am I maxing organic farmer if I do the other? Well, wait. Is the other one correct? I feel like I have too many animals. I don't know if it matters. I don't actually know the answer here. Sorry. I'm eating animals for food and new purchase, so I'm not going to have that many animals. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm not actually going to have that many animals. Okay, yeah. That was probably the wrong spot. Whoopsie. I think I am playing Wood Expert here and trying to then buy the joinery next round. Is that ludicrous? Can't we eat wood instead? I don't have a joinery yet. I don't know that I actually want to build the joinery with this action, but maybe. I kind of do want to play Wood Expert and then try to greed the joinery next round, but that is very greedy. How greedy do I need to be? Also, is anybody else actually going to threaten major minor joinery next round? That's kind of the issue. I mean, Red's definitely renovating with Cottager. But I mean, you're technically right. Yeah, I mean, red's not actually building joinery, but also calcium fertilizers value everybody. I missed the calcium fertilizers, but that's cute. I should probably just build joinery and not ever play wood expert, right? Just build joinery. Next round I'm sowing. I'm trying to play organic farmer. I'm trying to build another stable, and then I'm taking a wood pile or something. I don't think I have time for wood expert as cute as it is. And I also don't want to actually get blocked from doing this. I don't want to reno at this point. I want to take a clay pile maybe next round too. I have too many things to do. This is fine. Reed got taken. Purple took the reed pile. Hilarious. Oh my god. You forgot late growth. This is the quintessential resource recycler game. Yeah, that would have been cool. Riparian Builder and the most shambles. I mean, you can't play Riparian Builder in a game that has a ton of reed because people don't need to take reed. And then you also can't play Riparian Builder in a game that has a ton of reed and take the BMW yourself. Like, it is a. I mean, to be fair, I have not seen Reed stack up to 10 in any game in a long time, so, like, it's not that shocking that this, like, is slightly surprising for them, but you played a water worker, and, like, I don't know. The Riparian Builder was just dumb. That's really the problem, but it's also late growth. You'd want more Reed. Unless Riparian was BMW defense, but the play sequence implies it wasn't. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, purple just, yeah, is way out of line here. Is teal going to start player? I would like them not to. I really love this whole reds just staying start thing, but we really want to sow next round. Purple's about to triple build. I mean, maybe that's what their final action is next round. Hell if I know. They do. Well, yeah, actually, they have enough resources, right? Purple probably is triple building, but whatever. They're not actually in the game, so I want to buy crops, and I want to sow very badly, because sow is going to be a 4-point action. I want to... Yeah, I don't really care about plows. I mean, plow sow would be amazing, but red's going to open plow sow. Purple's going to break 20? Yeah. The 6-point action almost makes up for the 5 empty spaces, yeah. Board piano, please don't start. Please don't start. No! I mean, this makes tons of sense, but... Purple's food situation's on fire. You're jealous. Yeah, it turns out when you never grow your family and you build a BMW and you have a throwing axe and a fireplace and a supply boat, that, like, food's not a problem. Was that SP Nada from board piano? Oh, wow, it was. I mean, it still makes sense to me, but it's much sadder. But, oh, they do get to stock protect into plow sow. That's pretty cute. I'm gonna take sow bake if it's offered to me, and it should get offered to me. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna get single cow back, but I might get sheep plus a stable, I guess. I'm probably eating a wood and a clay here. I'm never renovating. And I probably am using my wood for stables and feeding rather than actual joinery points. Yeah. Do you buy a grain here to make plow sow? Yes, I'm buying a grain and a veg at the start of next round. That's definitely happening. Which is part of why I need so much food. Still. Although I do have another pig coming in too, which is nice. But yeah. I guess I have enough food, but I'm going to use pottery and joinery here. I think it's correct, because I'm going to spend 6 food at the start of next round for another grain veg, and then that's why I'm trying to get the sow action so highly. But given that I'm breeding all 3 types, buying these crops and trying to sow them feels pretty valuable. Again, both joinery and pottery do give me some extra point actions. The organic farmer looks pretty good. It also, yeah, opens up the stable play as 2-point actions. But the organic farmer should be 3 points regardless. Lubin's right that I put the stable in the wrong spot, though. I should have like a 4-point organic farmer without an issue, but... Oh, wait, do I eat 2 cows here? I don't want to eat 2 cows necessarily. I want to eat cow, pig. Yeah, I don't actually know what. I might be eating some extra cows. We'll see. Paying for new purchase is pretty expensive, everybody. But I should be getting sow. It seems unlikely that I get sow blocked. If I do get sow blocked, this is sad, but... Not sure. We don't get Plowso. We do not get Plowso. That's not happening. That would be amazing. I agree. But board piano is gonna stock protect into Plowso. You had in my head that we had second action. Oh yeah. No, we're going last. But yeah, stock protector is happening here. So Loki. Thank you, Deranged. Getting the Loki content. I think he heard me. He should be coming. Board piano did exactly as prophesized. It does look like I should be winning this game with low 40s. It's not clear to me anybody else is scoring low 40s, and I should be. Welcome, Loki. You're a good boy. Yeah. Stock protector gets you every time. Yeah. Stonk Hunter is gonna be your naming next channel. Nice. If he didn't hear you, he definitely heard the treats. Yeah, he came. He's here. He's having a good time. Purple built the rooms as expected. Red is plowing as expected. I have to take sow. Sowing is now too much of an option, and it's a 4-point action for me. Whereas, I mean, growing is also good for me. I mean, board panel gets grow this way, but like this is too important. This is way too important. This looks pretty one to me at this point. Like, I'm getting the sheep stable back, and then I can still organic farmer, and then I can just take like 4 clay or 4 wood. If it shows up in draft today, you're gonna call it? Yes. Board panel grew. That makes sense. Purple finally grew. Welcome to the team. This is Ravenous into the cows. That's cute. That's fun. That Ravenous Hunger actually doing something. Red is still renovating with one of their actions, but then their last action. Okay, yeah, I should still have this, but I'm going to take the sheep stable. Gonna take the sheep stable. Oh, I also get an animal when I Ock. I forgot about that. That's handy. Oh, but do I get to Ock? I could get Ock blocked. Board panel's farm's better than you thought. Chat's covering up part of it. Oh, yeah. You have to always be on the watch out for that. This is just bookshelf tutor stuff from board piano. Okay. Lumen seething at that animal firm reorg. That's fine. They took a so big action they thought it was literally just a big one because you couldn't see the one field. Yeah. Yeah, I agree that it's a little annoying. The chat is semi-transparent, right? You guys can partly see behind it, or maybe you can't. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I've struggled with the layout to try to crunch everything in. Wow, this is Reno Fence. Okay, it's 1 extra point, but yeah, they're not even using Cottager. Cottager did let them jump the growth queue, so I guess fair enough, but it's transparent enough in your opinion? Okay. You can see through it, but not at a glance. Yeah, I agree. And it is semi-transparent. Okay. I agree that it's a little annoying. I don't blame any of you. I agree that I wish there was something slightly better, but like I feel like if I crunch it even further, it doesn't work well. But then yeah, if I do anything else, it doesn't work. So yeah, we have to live with what we have, and we all will. I love me some big organic farmer points. Just take a free sheep. We don't have the food for anything else. I don't even know exactly what we're eating, but we'll figure it out. Turns out there's a lot of stuff in this game. There is. I take wood here for joinery. No, wait. I take clay for pottery because then I can eat my joinery wood. Yeah. I should just eat the joinery wood. This clay lets me is 2 points without, whereas this, yeah, it costs me 2 food. All right, sweet. Well, I know people asked me about where our point ceiling was. It turned out it was majors all along, plus organic farmer. We never did get the reno in that we expected we were going to. The pottery turned a little less good than I thought, but also who could have predicted purple, doing what the hell they did, so. I ate 2 sheep, 1 pig, 1 resource. 6 wood, 5 stone, round 12. Yeah, that certainly changed things. So it turns out stone is good. I mean, when it gets you when it's 5 stone and it gets you 2 majors, definitely. But to be honest, like if it was 4 stone and I took 4 stone into stone oven, I don't know that that's actually a good enough sequence. It was nothing compared to Purple's 10 read in round 12. Yeah, that was pretty sweet, to be fair. I've not actually seen Reed get up to 10 Reed in a long time, so that was pretty fun. Alright, I would like to not take that many beggars. Lubin told me that I'm supposed to eat 2 sheep, 1 pig, and a resource. I'm just gonna actually trust this rather than do the math myself. Oh yeah, this is clearly right. I do have to do animal reorg, but I will animal reorg when we get them via breeding. Because we have organic farmer points to min-max here, but I'll fix that in a sec. Don't I eat wood over clay? It does not matter. It literally doesn't matter. The cutoff points don't matter. Alright, we clear this out. We need a single pig in here. We need to clear this out. We need a single pig in here. We need a single pig in our house. And we need the rest of the sheep. Why? Wait, what? Put my pig back over here. Why did you take him out? Rude system. Alright, we hit a clean 48 after all that nonsense. Pretty clear win. It is 357 for guilds, yep. 357 for joinery pottery. So it didn't matter which resource we ate there. That's I could have ate both, to be fair, but I guess I could have ended with 1 more sheep instead, but yeah. BMW is 245. Yes, that's true too. The BMW is different, which is also annoying. Yeah, we wound up with 13 offboard points, even with the -1 on cesspit by the end. So 3 wood rooms, totally fine. 48 points anyhow. This was a fun game. It worked relatively how we hoped to. I feel really good about this. I think Gonzo's pretty correct that our draft was fairly good and had a lot of different ways we could go. I barely even played as many ox as I thought. I mean, this animal teacher turned out far less good than I hoped to. Because this animal teacher, we threw away the initial sheep, and the last sheep that we just got literally didn't matter. So animal teacher was essentially a cow for 2 food in round 11. But, like, who would have known that? Like, it turns out that I should have kept the cattle whisperer and just played cattle whisperer, but F Celian. I mean, to be clear, there's so many ways for me to score more points in this game, right? Like, I could have wound up with another field. I definitely could have renovated. I could have wound up with a 5th family member. Also, like, look at the other players' scores. Even though I did get this, like, extra ceiling and stuff, I was mostly correct that just building the best farm was going to win the game. Like, everybody else was not, they weren't as good at the whole farming stuff, and now they lost. I mean, should they have built more offboard points maybe faster? Maybe that's how they win. Like, maybe they shouldn't let me have 5 stone and they should have taken it themselves. That's definitely conceivable. They shouldn't let me have a cesspit. I mean, also, again, like, I did get a late growth game. Late growth is almost certainly better for me than most of these players. Like, again, cesspit, I had early farming. I got to, as always, it's great to be the guy that grows after the guy that has to park. Like, this guy has to park and play a bunch of fine miners, but, they're not incredible. I got to take pretty good actions behind that. Like, there's a lot to like here. New purchase is way better in a food-rich, late-growth game, which is what we wound up in. Like, this new purchase was pretty freaking monstrous, right? I wound up with max veggie points, max grain points, and I baked a couple grain. Well, I baked 1 grain. All off the back of a single free miner. Now, did it cost a crap ton of food? Yeah. But this new purchase was huge. 5 victory point ceiling literally did not matter. I won by 8. Like, it's definitely funny that I said F ceiling, it doesn't matter, etc. But, like, again, I am correct. Like, I didn't need joinery or stone oven to win this game, actually. I just needed to build the best farm and play organic farmer, which was loosely my main plan was to get stables, Wooden way bucket, stables, animals, crops, fields, organic farmer, and I would be fine. And it turns out I would be. We can cut out the 5 points of majors that I got, and I guess I got a handful of food from Stone Oven net, so if we want, we can call it 6 points worth of majors, but like, still fine. It's ironic, but I was right. I look. I'm not trying to say Sealy never matters. I guess what I'm more so saying is like, even if I don't take all those actions that I took, like, what can we put the stone and major actions to also? Like, we're talking, like, maybe I can't find points, but I might be able to find points alternative ways too. Like, again, probably renovating and taking slightly more clay. Like, is that a little bit worse than what happened? Sure, but like, there were so many path to points that I don't think I actually had to worry about where my point stealing was as much as like, yeah, just finding points wherever they came. Is that quibbling compared to what the rest of you meant? Maybe. I don't know exactly what the question meant, I guess. To me, point stealing is yes, like your off-board points. And I did wind up building a lot of those, but I still have a decent number of onboard points I could have sought out, so. But regardless, this is all quibbling, so. We won by a bunch, so. Very fun to see the new purchase going crazy. Yeah. The new purchase is really cool here. And it became because I had farming figured out. Yes. I mean, part of the reason I got 5 stone is because nobody else really had time to worry about taking majors because they had to prioritize each other for plows and fences and wood. Like, they were all fighting for the farming stuff that I already got done during stages 3 and 4, so. I mean, field fences is also massive. As we talked about, field fences was 2 food for 3 wood and a fence action on start player. Like, field fences always is huge. Like, I am very lucky it's late growth. First pick field fences followed up by cesspit is just such natural, like, synergy too. Cesspit's like, hey, you want fields, and then you're gonna get animals. And field fences is like, hey, you want fields, and then you can fence and hold animals. So, like, just absolutely beautiful synergy there. Even new purchase synergizes so well with what we had going on too, because it's like cesspit's like, hey, here's a bunch of extra food. Animal teacher also like, hey, here's a bunch of animals, and then new purchase is like, hey, if you breed a crap ton of animals and have too much food, turn them into your crops without taking actions. Yay! So wooden way bucket was huge too, right? Like, I did not manually build a stable, but I ended with 4 stables, which is part of why we have a huge organic farmer. So just the hand came together really nicely. Stone, reed, clay, Reno oven would have given us a better tie break. That's fair. Although slightly less food, right? I did eat joinery. Like, it's a little hard to completely math out the difference here because I did get some nice food, but anyhow, let's go see why we got past a cesspit. I'm guessing the answer is repook, and I am content. I'm content with picking repook over cesspit, but I think I would usually keep cesspit, especially in first seat. In first seat, you're so unlikely to get plow blocked, so you know that you can just like open Ock into plow and pull off the cesspit stuff. I mildly would understand picking repook over cesspit in like fourth seat, because in fourth seat, you just never know if somebody else has a reason to be plowing in front of you in the early game, and then it makes the cesspit way more annoying. You're gonna call the sheep stable move a manual stable? That part's fair. That's fine. You're right. You're absolutely right that we did kind of force Wooden Way Bucket to be manual stable moves. On the other hand, in first seat, maybe you pass cesspit and just spam the plow. If you're gonna spam the plow anyhow, why are you not taking the cesspit? Like, that's the problem with that theory to me. Like, yes, repook is dumb good, but cesspit is also really strong. Like, that much clay and that many pigs is a huge payoff, even for -1 points. This still does cost you a wood. Like, if you're going to be plowing early anyhow, take the cesspit, but they do have a forest trader. So yeah, first pick forest trader's nice. I don't know that I take repook here, but you know, it's hard. This minor pack is really strong. Passing a repook is annoying too, so like, whatever. Because you're in it to troll the other players instead of winning. Fair enough. I didn't consider that. That's a good point. Um, Oh, and he almost did take Cesspit and then talked himself into Repook. I mean, this is a hard choice, like, whatever. So, yeah, the answer, the Forest Trader is definitely the correct choice, though, by the way. Yeah, Forest Trader, clearly right. Whoa, takes Thresher? I don't know that I take Thresher here. You have a Repook. Why do we need a Thresher? Animal Teacher. So good. I guess Thresher's okay. If you really want to commit to doing a bunch of grain things, I would not pick Cottager here. But I'm a notorious Cottager hater. Taking Basket here is clever with the Forest Trader. That did turn out really fun. New Purchase is hard to use. You need a lot of food. And it's not clear that this hand has tons of food. Forest Trader's a really hungry card. I might cut Wooden Way Bucket here just because I know that I passed Animal Teacher, Organic Farmer. But I guess that's not a huge enough reason to take Wooden Way Bucket over just taking value assets myself. Value assets is really good too, so whatever. Alright, that makes enough sense. Thresher is exactly what you were typing for his silly game plan when passing Repook, passing Cesspit, open Thresher to plow, 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 so. That part's fair. That would be pretty funny. That would have been pretty funny, but. Alright, board piano, yeah, opened up private teacher, Pavior, tutor, bookshelf. Wow, yeah, wheeled tutor with the private teacher is pretty sweet. Private teacher, tutor, bookshelf, fun. But yeah, the Ox were so weak that it was hard to use private teacher early, and then also, like, the Ox just didn't do enough. Alright, finally, just peeking at why did everything go to hell here. What did we open up? Wow, we opened up a patron. And a writing desk? Wait a sec. Wait, let's hold up. Let's hold up, everybody. There's a patron writing desk that's getting picked, and they don't take tutor? Wait a second. I'm totally cool, by the way, with patron writing desk. It does suck because the rest of the Ox turned out to be pretty iffy, although animal teacher writing desk also warms me up. Although animal teacher doesn't work for every Ock. It works every time you take a lesson. So actually, yeah, patron writing desk is probably the right pick here. But then you get past a tutor and you take a Pavior? I guess you take Pavior. Pavior is also really good. And you hope tutor comes back. You also have a nest site. Nest site would have been so good this game. You think taking Pavior to assuming you wheel tutor is okay? Yeah, I agree. I'm warming up to it. Nest site. What a nest site game, everybody. Nest site would have paid out almost every round this game. Like, hilarious. Yeah, I guess they must have just decided their Ox became. Well, they took a. I guess they don't know there's that much read in the game yet, but this looks. I forgot this was even in the draft, but this looks so sad in hindsight. Like, there's so much effing read. Oh god, there's also a food basket in this draft. Oh my. They never even got around to playing food basket. Riparian tricked them to their own doom. God, yeah, this is so sad to just drop patron and writing desk from your game entirely, though. Like, dropping patron writing desk from your game is. I don't know. Also, going for Waterwork or Herring Pot is a complete trap, but I mean, they figured that one out. But what did they grow with 14 if not Food Basket? Maybe they did grow with Food Basket at the end of the game and I just didn't pay attention. It's very conceivable they did grow Food Basket as like their last action of the game. I really can't. I really can't say for sure. I did kind of stop paying attention to what their moves were since they were so far behind and they didn't really interact with me. Um, all right, here we opened that. We built. It does. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, they did. They did grow with food basket at the end of the game. That's fair. We weren't watching. Yeah, exactly. We weren't watching. They did play the food basket, so it happened. I just completely I was completely in other zones. By that point, it was pretty clear I had won. I was talking about other stuff. So, but yeah, that was a sweet win. I'm really happy with that game. Winning by like 8 in late growth. I have said before that my favorite games are late growth games because even otherwise strong players don't seem to handle them anywhere near as well. And that continue. I technically say I prefer double late growth, but once again, this is another game where just like otherwise pretty good players just seem to not handle late growth properly. Not that 39 and 40 are terrible scores, but like it's kind of sad. Like you should generally be able to get even into low 40s, but it depends. So, but yeah, that was a fun one. That was nice. I mean, we also did wind up with really good cards. Our Ox were less good. Our Ox were definitely not as strong as other people's opening picks, but my miners were probably the best. Like Cesspit, Field Fences, Wooden Way Bucket, and New Purchase were all really big this game. So it's fair to say some hands are worse. Oh, for sure, for sure. Like my hand is definitely more suited to late growth, but like again, this is where you have to be adaptable. Like I don't know. I don't think there's any clear reason. Maybe board piano getting sub 40 makes sense because board piano tried that build move and then the opening build did backfire on them. They didn't get to grow in round 10 like they thought they were going to because then yeah, actually, it may be because the rest of the table slightly chose violence. Like because this player never grew, but they tried to start player in round 9, and then this player decided their best line was to slam a cottager and sneak into the growth queue. But they had to play cottager in order to get that extra build and grow action, and it still is only grow in 10. Hmm. Wonder. Wonder how much that costs both of them actually, compared to if they just did the other stuff. But again, I mean that this is my opponents making bad calls, trying to push for more growth and late growth instead of just prioritizing farm in points. Like, how much is that true? Like, did either of them need to push for a fourth family member, or did both of them need to push to just get their points? I don't know. Yes, I mean this is a pretty clear cut example game again of like just do your farming and set up strong feeding and good things happen. Like even if you don't for sure win, you're gonna score at least mid 40s. And if you push for growth too hard and you sacrifice your ability to finish a full farm, you often shouldn't have pushed for that fourth room. But knowing when to push for a fourth room is hard. So like knowing when to play a 3-room game on 3 wood rooms is like weird, right? Like I'm not even saying people for sure should be playing 3 wood room games by any means, because 3 wood rooms you do need to find a decent number of points elsewhere. But yeah, I don't know for sure. It's a hard question to answer. I mean, certain hands are definitely better for late growth versus early growth. I definitely wanted late growth, and then I wound up winning. But I'm not convinced I should have won by this much. Like the hands are not that disparate. We're going against a freaking private teacher tutor bookshelf. Like even if your Ox are somewhat iffy, and they certainly were somewhat iffy in this draft, like that's a decent chunk of value still.
Although again, they really couldn't leverage the private tutor all that much because nobody wanted to awk. I don't know. Whatever. I'm overthinking at the end of the game too much. It was a fun game, fun draft. That's the point. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm heading off. Don't know when the next stream will be, but it's tricky because if nobody else pushes for the 4-3 and one person does, that person's off an advantage. Yeah. I mean, I agree that like it's tricky to know when to push and when not to. Board Piano kind of took a gamble at building, assuming they were getting grow in 10 and they didn't. Guy Agricola going for the build into grow in round 10 often probably would be good for them. They still wound up with a pretty decent farm too, so like it's hard to say that the 4-3 is bad, but like Guy Agricola also had to SP and open fences round 13 in order to get their fence action. Like, ugh. Anyhow, whatever. Yeah, again, it's been good. It's been fun. I don't know what the next stream will be. But I'll see people around. It'll probably be next week at some point. It's been good hanging out, chatting, and yeah, I'll see people later. Bye.